going, everybody? Welcome to another series of games here of Sharif and Friends, the Orlando Magic Association. And welcome everybody being here. I think the last couple games, I can't remember if I played the Cleveland game. I think I might have, and we lost horribly. I don't remember if that was a game that I played. I might have done the Portland game. That looks closer to what I might have actually done, as well as losing to Washington in a close game. So we've got at least Detroit, which is going to be another fight for us, much like Washington was. We might do Oklahoma City, but more than likely we might zip past that to the Utah Jazz. Let me see here. I know we've been out some guys. Tim Duncan for the next 2 to 4 weeks has himself a broken arm, and we're still missing Michael Jordan on a day-to-day. But I mean, there's a possibility that by the time Utah game comes around, we're 5 days out from that. He might very well be around. So we've got that to look forward to. We'll go ahead and start her up. How's it been going? It's been going pretty well. Got let's see here. Let's put the red in. Yeah. Let's see. I kind of like those. I want the red. Yeah, we'll do the red. Where's my white ones? There it is. All right. We can work with that.
Welcome to 2K Sports in the NBA. I'm your host, Dan Bruce.
Things have been going pretty A-okay.
Pistons going up against the Orlando Magic. And now let's toss it.
It's been a little for the last day or so. Yeah, just to kind of bring it in, I got a grandmother of mine that visiting in the hospice earlier today. So they're saying it's probably just going to be days. And also not the greatest of timing either, because I'm supposed to be out of town this weekend. So we'll see how everything goes with that. But yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, I think she's been I don't know. I didn't really ask my stepmom, because it's actually my stepmom's mother, but you know, I definitely got along with her. She was definitely sweet. But I think it's probably one of those things like with my grandma on my dad's side, because when my grandma on my dad's side died last year, she's been waiting to go for like 3 years. Pretty much when my grandpa passed, she was just waiting to go. So it was sort of bittersweet, where it was like, she's passing away, but she's been wanting this, so it's nice that she'll be able to, you know, be done with it and perhaps rejoin, you know, grandpa in the afterlife. And I think it's probably the same way here too, considering my grandpa on my stepmom's side died, was it about a year ago? I can't remember exactly when it was. I don't think it was super long ago. There we go. Ooh, you know what? I kind of like how this whole this scoreboard is set up. Shit. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I like how this scoreboard's set up. I might continue to use this. Hey, Raman. Yeah, I'll definitely visit her again I visited her on my lunch hour today. Probably do it again tomorrow. Wholesome family discussions here. And then, yeah, we'll see how Thursday goes. I'll be off all Thursday and Friday, but I will be probably mostly traveling and shopping and everything else Friday. But yeah. There we go. It's been nice getting some of my financials dealt with. Had some, of course, had some money saved up, put down on a car. I don't know if I mentioned my car. No, I definitely mentioned my car. I mean, it's not an impressive car by any means. I mean, when it's it's an Impreza base model. Like when it was brand new 3 years ago, it was still like 24,000 MSRP. So, you know, it's not exactly an impressive car by any means. Hamilton's got his second basket of the night. Oh, there you go. Nice. But yeah, then I'm trying to get my credit card stuff dealt with, which isn't really too bad, honestly. But I just got a thing from my bank about like one of those what do you call it? Promotional APRs. So they're like, oh, if you do a balance transfer, we'll we'll give you 0%. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, no, Pfizer got an A+. Did I turn Pfizer into a 3-point shooter? Did I do that? I'm pretty sure I did. There's no way any other team, when they had Pfizer for those couple of years, turned him into a 3-point threat. It sucks that he missed, but, you know. Oh, hey! 5 more days until the TEW 9 demo comes out. Dude, I'm so excited. I got to get one more TEW stream in. I might have to, I'll still probably get, I don't know if I'm going to get one more. I don't know if I'm going to get 2 more in or not. We'll see how the transfer over to TEW 9 is. Yeah, no, Kwame's turning into a bit of a threat. We had a game against the Lakers that we won, and Kwame held his own pretty well against Shaq. And we're talking 2004 Shaq is still we're kind of past prime Shaq at that point, but we're still at like pretty A-okay Shaq, like pretty big Shaq. Yeah, no, Kwame held his own pretty well against Shaq. Uh-oh.
The shot is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
I'm gonna have to figure out my next set of big men. Cause like I like Luis Scola, and Luis Scola I think was fairly underrated because he was on like a Rockets team that was pretty meh, like a forgettable Rockets team, I feel. And Luis Scola is probably one of those guys around that time that was also fairly forgettable. But, like, he was still pretty good for what he was. See, I'm hitting the left trigger for the back down when that's the college hoops button. What's the upcoming draft class year? 2004. Yeah, so we're in the 03. I usually had it. I was having some issues with my other scoreboard, but I had the 03-04 deal on there. So, yeah, it's the 04 class. I can't remember if I have. Can't remember if I traded for. Yeah, because I traded Yao Ming. Because I had Yao Ming, but he's been sketchy to actually play. Like he's one of those players. Yao Ming's one of those players that like is almost too big for this game, where it's like he plays very awkwardly. Like in The Sims, of course, he's quite good, but then when I actually physically play as him, just very awkward. This is the Dwight Howard and Emeka Okafor class. Is this the Dwight Howard class? Iguodala and Al Jefferson too. Ooh.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Davis has got the ball.
There you go. There you go. I mean, at this point, I think I'm pretty well set on like trying to get stars because, like I think Baron Davis, I think is with me for the next 3 seasons after this. So I've got time with Baron Davis, and he does very well for what he does. Penny's still pretty good. Penny's going to be good. Sharif's still at the top of his game. Tim Duncan's going to be the one question mark because no matter how much his durability is, and I've done quite a bit to his durability, I've noticed the last few seasons that we have had decent stretches of time without Tim Duncan. and it has hurt us to not have Tim Duncan. Well, I mean, Louis Scola has been able to kind of step up, but he's not Tim Duncan. And I wanted a big man who can kind of handle himself, and who better than a guy that I actually physically trained to do so. Oh, that's a long three. In Marcus Fizer, because at this point, there's with so many like top talent, you can only have so many top talent. So I think Fizer at this point is probably going to be the guy that I'll continue working with, because I drafted him, I've been using him as stuff, and I think he's one of those guys that I can sort of skimp on the position a little bit. Like they don't have to be a superstar center, because I've got superstars at 3 other positions. Varejão's likely to be later on if you need a rotation guy. I mean, I could always trade out. What might happen, I could always trade out my 2004 picks for 2005. I can't remember if there's any big like 2005 picks though. All right. Let's see how Kwame does. Oh. Wow. Okay. I was like, are you gonna? All right. They gave him the they gave him the goaltending on that one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Brown.
Al Jefferson would be good. I'll have to see who the 2005 class is. Maybe I'll have to load up there. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, 05, 06, like, 04, 05, 06 probably definitely has good talent there. But I think it's, like, 07 and potentially 08 are kind of like the big ones. Because 07, I think, was the Durant draft. I want to say 07 was Durant. I can't remember.
Dishes to Brown.
23
seconds left to play here in the first.
Come on, old man Reggie. There you go. Oh, Parker, how's it going? 05 is headlined by Bogut, but does have Chris Paul.
Here's Traylor. Some solid defense from Brown.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
I tried.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Magic lead by 9. And we'll get things started in the second
KD
quarter.
Odin. I thought Odin was 08, but maybe I'm just thinking because he was on College Hoops 2K8 playing some Legend Bowl. Nice. 06 had Aldridge. Yeah, I might have to think about how I'm gonna what I'm gonna do in the what I'm gonna do about the power forward position. I think Tim Duncan will still be fine. Maybe I just need to look into his durability, upgrade that, because he's still pretty young and still get quite a bit out of him as long as he stays healthy. Yeah, I thought Odin was 08. There was another bust in 08, wasn't there? There was another massive bust in 08, wasn't there? Was that Morrison? Or was Morrison a different year? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh! Damn it! Damn it! Morrison was 06. Okay. Maybe that's who I should do. I don't know. I'm pretty well set on the. I'm pretty well set on Fizer. But I always like the idea of building guys who ended up being busts in real life and making them stars. Just foul magnet Kwame Brown here.
First and fewest turnovers per game. Second in field goal percentage. And they're number
Damn it.
3 in team assists.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Don't mind making the extra pass.
And
There you go.
what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit, because now all of a sudden you're executing.
Part of me wants to get Odin. But yeah, it's funny because it's like every bust I want to potentially change the trajectory of. They're always freaking centers. Kwame, Odin, Morrison.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough.
I gotta find like a point guard to rebuild. I gotta find some point guard bust from around that time. Also the injury risk. It will be accurate, but you can change that, which is why I haven't. The funny thing is if you can, you can utilize your training camps to like change the trajectory of that, which is why Penny Hardaway has been able to stay healthy as often as he has, because I changed the directory of his durability. I upgraded his durability to where he's like in the 90s, so he doesn't ever get hurt now. So Penny can be Penny well into the 2000s. Odin class is Marc Gasol. But Marc Gasol wasn't like a. He's definitely good. I gotta find. Yeah, I think I gotta find like a point guard bust from back then. Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, see. Draft index. I'm trying to literally pull up NBA draft index, NBA draft lists while I'm doing this as well. Wow, you just left Tinsley wide. Oh, that's why. Come on, Corver. Dude, A+ and they robbed me? Yo, no. Come on. A+ and that shit happened? All right, long two. Get you back in. Get you back in the game. Let me see here. 04 did have Dwight Howard. Ben Gordon, Sean Livingston. Yeah, I see Sean Livingston. Iggy, Beadrinch, Robert Swift, Sebastian Telfair, man. Wasn't Sebastian Telfair supposed to be like one of the big shit, I forget. He was a dude who was pretty good in college, I think, right? Yeah, green releases just miss. Yeah, it happens. Delonte West is there. Josh Smith, Al Jefferson, Chris Humphreys, J.R. Smith, Jameer Nelson. Can always get Jameer Nelson. I mean, he wasn't a bust. He was a lottery pick, and I think he did pretty A-okay for a lottery pick. Good, solid three-point shooter. And we're the Magic, so, I mean, it definitely works there, too.
He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hardaway passes to Scola.
Oh, my God.
And it's Detroit the other way. Here's Hamilton, and the lead is down inside.
I was potentially looking at second-round guys, but generally, if you actually recognize a second-round guy and he's an actual player, I mean, that usually means that he's played above his potential. Sasha Vucic, Beno Udrih. I remember that. I think he was a point guard.
The rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing. The Magic making a switch here. Davis is checking.
You're the Magic because of the careers you saved. All right. See what you got. See what you got. Oh. Ah, damn it. They're not allowing me to. They're not allowing me to get something together here. Oh shit! All right, we're good. No, we're not good. No, we're not good. Oh, we're really not good. Let's see. What does 2005 look like? Bogut. Let's see. Ooh, Darren Williams. Oh, boy. There you go. There's a guy who had about 5 good years in him.
The first free throw is good. Smith checked in for Horace Grant.
Damn. I mean, 2005 has Darren Williams. That's a possibility there. Felton, Fry, Bynum. Man, Orlando had the 11th pick in 2005, and we ended up with a guy who didn't even play a single game in the NBA. What the fuck? It's one thing when it's like some late. It's one thing when it's like some late NFL round, like a 6th or 7th NFL round pick. Like, you know, sometimes those guys end up on like practice squads or something. But there's only 2 goddamn rounds. There's only 2 dudes you pick. Sometimes. He was good. Yeah, he was good for Utah, and then I think he got paid well to go to Brooklyn, and then I don't know if he did one good year at Brooklyn or he really just shit the bed as soon as he signed with Brooklyn.
Smith's shot is good.
Took advantage of some.
Yeah, those like 6th or 7th rounds in the NFL draft, like those are kind of expected that, you know, you might get a gem out of them, but sometimes they might not hardly even see actual playing time. But yeah, I mean, if you're a lottery pick, what the
The Magic have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
what happened to him? Is there anything that tells me about this? So Fran Vasquez traded by the Magic. It was a 2005 first-round draft pick for Tracy McGrady. So in 2000, that was the pick that we got, that we eventually got for Tracy McGrady. Jesus Christ! What the? Okay. Traded by the Raptors. Yeah, this was traded to the Raptors. Oh no! We got Tracy McGrady out of this. Okay. Wait, what the? Wait, what? Okay, so this draft pick was a 2005 first round. That was a Magic draft pick. The Magic got McGrady from the Raptors. Okay. Traded by the Raptors for Tyrone Corbin, Cornell David, Corliss Williamson to the Pistons. So it was traded to the Pistons in 2001 as part of a 3-team trade, this 2005 first-round pick. And then eventually in another 3-team, this was a trade, just the Raptors and the Pistons. And then in a 3-team trade, it went back to the Magic. Magic gave away their first-round draft pick that year that became Brandon Armstrong. And 2 of them. Oh, no, and one that went to the Rockets. So that 2005 pick ended up. So, I mean, all things considered, they got Tracy McGrady out of it, even if that pick didn't turn out to be anything. So, I think they technically won this trade. It's a goofy trade, but you know what? You took a 2005 first round pick, traded it for Tracy McGrady, who obviously would have been good if management wasn't shit, or McGrady didn't have some general attitude problems. Jesus. Oh, I thought I could thread the needle. And then got it back. It's too bad you couldn't turn that into a solid player.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
What do you got? Actually, you know, oh. Didn't know McGrady had attitude issues. I think when he was in the Magic, he did. I think when he got to the Rockets, I think he did okay. But I think it had a lot to do with issues with management.
He had 8 points. Miller outside. Miller off a pick from Scola. Inside. Terrific.
Hey, all right. I'll take that.
Scola's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, looking at the 2005 dudes, I think that's what I do.
And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Get Darren Williams. See if I can't make him really somebody.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. Some good basketball for the Magic.
Maybe try to make a little bit of something. Danny Granger was in that. What was he? He was small forward.
He's picked up half a dozen points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court.
Danny Granger was kind of almost in that same position that Sharif was, except Indiana at that time that he was playing for him was at least a potential championship contender, at least like a top 10 team. They took it to the Big Three Magic, or not the Big Three Magic, the Big Three Heat at the time. If I was promised Tim Duncan and Grant Hill, it's only getting neither and rack up meaningless points in minutes.
They ended up just taking that game over. They were in complete control. And a look here at the other NBA action. For the Celtics over in Boston,
is that a big part of what happened there? Ooh, Nate Robinson was in that 2005 draft class as well. But he had a lot of. Did he have a lot of injury issues, or did they just not play him all that much in 2005? That really looks like it could have gone anywhere.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and
There we go.
shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
I don't know what year he was, but I want to get fuck, I forget his name now. He was one of the other guys on that Indiana team. Hibbert, Roy Hibbert. Once again, another big man that probably don't have room for.
The pattern of this game, guys, they're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that.
That's right. I have a Roy Hibbert signed basketball.
And the free throw from Hamilton.
Yeah. I drank some water, and I did not expect him to
Back to Scola.
miss it and then me get right back on offense.
Kicks to Davis.
It's like the only signed basketball that I have is a Roy Hibbert one, and that's because it was going for. I bought it at a time where it was like just a few years ago, so it comes with like its own certificate of authenticity and everything. But like the idea of like Roy Hibbert at that time, I think was like on the Hornets, so like no one really cared, you know.
In this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Damn it. Damn. Trailer. We got Trailer to his 5th already. We barely started the second half here. You know, take his ass out again. That's probably going to help us out. At least big man. In fact, the only Pistons team you watch highlights was the 88-90 Pistons. That makes sense.
When they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Butler, he's just
Hey.
for Detroit. Pistons trail by 9. Hamilton outside.
That should be my next guy. That way I can have, because if I wait a year, I can have Baron Davis.
Nothing but money for him to start the half.
I forget when I downloaded this particular. This is kind of an older build, I think. So it might still have Darren Williams being actually good. I don't know. Because Darren Williams was at least good. He fell off hard, but he was at least good. So he might actually end up being a little bit better than he would be assumed to be.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are.
Ah, was looking for a foul. Did not get it.
Rip Hamilton on the wing. Orlando grabs the miss. Davis has
There you
got
go.
4
There you
rebounds
go.
in this game.
Oh.
Connect there, but still a red-hot start to
I think we got I think Vince Carter has been around, but I don't think he's been doing as much for
Just under 2
them as Hamilton has. I mean, Hamilton's got 18 points.
by Carter.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised
Yep,
he
yep,
didn't put a
yep,
little
yep.
something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Rebound by the Magic. 13 points was their
Let's
biggest
go.
lead in the game. Here's
Let's
Davis.
go. Damn it.
Corner, no good.
And he's having all sorts of problems with
I don't know why that
I'm
was.
not sure he even
Yeah.
has a shot right now.
Eh.
To be quite honest, not a reliable one anyway. Guys, he shot a very good
Go.
percentage
Just go. Just go.
they've needed it.
No one near him. And yes, sir, that one drops.
We're gonna play some 7 seconds or less offense here. maybe that's how we're gonna spark this team.
16
I'm going a little too slow.
Detroit again with the bucket.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line,
It's
and they're
kinda
knocking
working.
a lot of those shots down.
Well, Clark, a clear lane.
Just hawk it down the court.
That is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Oh, there's Lee Mayberry.
Magic leading by 8. Miller outside. Gets the bucket.
Ah, got it.
The last
All right,
two
cool.
points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily
All right, we're doing pretty good now.
they're playing with more heart.
Oh.
You gotta play hard, guys.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, clearly they were
You know,
trying to show signs
I've seen a lot of people talk. I think this is the first like NBA 2K stream I've done since they kind of announced 2K25, especially with the fact that they're doing the next gen finally on PC. I think arguably like 3 or 4 years too late, but finally they're doing it.
10-point lead. And it's Hamilton that time on the assist by Smith. Hamilton's got 11.
So I might actually buy it.
no matter what the
I don't remember the last time I bought like full price
stayed in
NBA 2K.
Backing down is Brown.
Probably
Baby hook. And Orlando again.
2K17.
good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
I want to say 2K17 was the last time I bought like full price. And I think that was at a time, I think it might have been the last time I was also a day one
Hamilton on the wing.
2K buyer. Because I think by the time 18 came around,
And that'll increase their rebounding. They've definitely been winning that battle.
I was definitely just buying them on sale.
Haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you
Hello?
to maintain your lead.
Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
First time you don't care to buy 2K, your Timberwolves might actually be good, yeah.
Part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how
I kind of care just because of the custom, just because of the stuff in my league. I don't even think I care too much about the my eras because, you know,
and of course the Detroit
a lot of their, I think because they tout that as like, well, there's draft classes for every year. And it's like, yeah, but some of those years I remember, unless they've gotten some extra names or such, like a lot of those are missing like very key names as far as I remember.
Any team in this league, I mean, they're
So semi-meaningless.
and they're so well coached. What I like
But
is
yeah,
they play hard.
we're finally getting next gen. I'm big on trying to see how the My League works. I'm hoping some of the modders who I know are like the big PC modders, they're able to find because I think generally the reason why the NBA 2K games, besides the stupid city, are like 160 gigs is because there's probably a lot of shit on there that they just haven't pulled out of the game, so there's probably just a lot of unused assets sitting around.
Just 5 to shoot.
You're not helping.
Out of bounds. Detroit
Damn.
takes possession.
Damn!
Richard Hamilton, some of the numbers for him. A lot of great basketball from him.
Fucking Reggie Miller with a step back fadeaway 3. If he just stayed in bounds,
To account for defensively.
shit, that'd have been good.
His top 10 free throw percentage. I mean, it's really a strong
Classes where there's like 7 dudes. Yeah! Like, I remember when they touted that because I think I bought it. I think I bought on sale. It was like 2K20 or something. It was like one of the first years they did that. And it was like, oh, man, they got draft classes for every year. And I'm looking at like 2001 and I'm like, where's Kwame? Where's the #1 draft pick? Like, what happened? Why is Hardaway just making every shit shot?
Pistons trail by 13. Hamilton outside.
Yeah, so that was I remember that. I think I remember looking at like 96 and like Sharif was there. They did have Sharif and some other dudes. They didn't quite look like you know, how they usually do, but it's whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And here's what the Detroit
But yeah, I remember looking at the 2001 one and I think and it was like they were missing dudes. Like I think 2000 was missing Pfizer as well. So it was like yeah, good old 2K14. Dude, it'll take a bit to like get you. If I play 2K25, I know it's going to be weird to get used to. I remember there being, you know, shot meters and everything, but
trail by 13.
imagine some of these kids having to play something like this where you actually have to like understand the timing of the shot.
In the shooting motion, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the score.
You don't get a meter, you just have to know. You just have to feel it.
What we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they continue to knock down the long-range
But,
three-point
yeah.
shot as well.
I'm gonna like it because I know from the times that I've played the later 2Ks, I know the post game has been massively improved. So I'm hoping that with all the extra dead assets that are probably sitting in the game, that we'll get some modded courts like we did for like 2K18, 2K19, where it's like old courts that have been sitting there from previous games or just unused courts. It'd be nice to mod that, and then of course custom league with you know, less than 30 teams. It's one of the main things that I wish this game had was that ability to really have that custom league with the amount of teams.
6 points for Smith. Now the feed to Hardaway. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Come on, Pfizer. Come on, Pfizer. Spin. Spin. Nope.
Back to Davis. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. From downtown.
Oh, damn it.
In low to score. Second chance shot.
Oh,
Snatched away.
damn it.
And as we end the third quarter, a
Most people turn a meter off because it makes the shot percentage go up. Do they? Okay.
lead by 12.
That's not something that I knew, but
Quarter right here on 2K Sports.
I was to say that might help. I've seen a lot of people. I think a lot of times it can go either way as far as whether or not I've seen people use the meter or not.
Coming up
To be fair, I think the most time I usually ever see it is when someone's playing online.
against the New York Knicks, live from Staples Center. Don't miss it.
Hell yeah, Damon Jones is the guy we're gonna tout for this.
Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited for 2K25. I want to see because I know how some of the new My League stuff happens. I know how that runs, and the custom league stuff I think will be pretty good, especially with all the CBA stuff. Because I don't remember. I feel like in the newest ones they made it so you can kind of start with a lot of the CBA stuff. You can start with a lot of the new agreements in place. I can't remember if that is actually what happens,
This is where their depth
but I felt like that was something that you could do.
Unfortunately, they're able to
Really change up how the league goes. Shino Suzuki's an underrated Tej wife. She deserves more respect. She gets a lot of respect. Didn't Kobe go to the Hawks? He went to the yes originally. Now he's on the Jazz. Now he's in Utah.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious.
I'm sure that's lovely.
Everything goes in the hoop.
Back to Carter. Hamilton up top. 6 on the shot clock.
I'm sure Kobe in Utah would probably go as well as Westbrook in Utah.
Defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Oh God damn it!
Giving up these easy chances is gonna do
Kobe in Utah, or as they would call him, one of the good ones.
Pistons. They've got Richard Hamilton. Bell is out there with Smith. And it's Gaines in at the 2 guard. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Shit, that didn't go the way I wanted. That really didn't go the way I wanted.
Outside, Davis. But they recover it.
There you go. There you go. Damn it.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot for
Yeah, TEW. Man, I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna have to consider taking my my little mini PC that I have
a change here.
that runs. I mean, obviously, if it can run TEW20, it could definitely run TEW9. So I might have to consider that if I have any spare time, just to kind of look at TEW9 and see what it entails.
He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
I'm really gonna enjoy that real life calendar.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give
TW stream from Hawaii. I'm not going to Hawaii.
and upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans.
I'm only going a couple hours away.
2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
You know, some really good games going on today, guys. And the one that captures my eye is the Utah one.
And the first one at the line is good.
I mean, I'll at the very least have a good chunk of Sunday to look at it.
That one is no good.
I should do the YouTuber thing and do like tutorial videos. Like I said, I should really make a video about making the screen larger for people to play, because once again,
Back to Miller.
finding a 15-year-old piece of software that I've been using for years, and I've realized that more than likely other people do not use it.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets.
Come on, come on. Oh, oh.
Very easy looks.
Oh, got it. There you go.
And the Magic lead by 13.
On the bounce pass.
I'm wondering how the balance of like
Information for us.
I wonder how the balance of what is it, like money and because I know they're changing some of that money and attendance and everything. I'm kind of wondering how that's gonna change, because I've got a lot of spreadsheets set up for the TEW 2020 economy. And if that economy is no longer in existence and it changes massively, I don't know if it's going to change massively. Doesn't seem like it's going to. But, you know, the TEW 16 to 20 change was massive. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they mostly got it right
leading by 13.
for 20, and then I won't have to expect anything huge for 9. Oh, finally, we missed a
Out of
iffy
bounds,
shot.
Detroit takes possession.
PC gaming laptop, old computer's wonky. Surprised you're not streaming the new college football game. I've considered it. I mean, I have it. I've been playing it a little bit. I'm already like 7 weeks into to a dynasty. I'm just kind of checking out the dynasty first. I saw this dude and he made a tutorial that I kind of agree with part of it, as far as like, oh, this is how you get recruits easy. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, so the basic idea that he's doing is like spend all your time on like scouting people and then go sending the house on like 10 dudes. But then I also noticed that when people were committing to his schools, he wasn't allocating his time to other people. And it's like, okay, that's a great way. He found a great way to spend the first like 6-7 weeks to sign like 7 people. But I feel like if you allocated the hours, you could probably get at least half a dozen more dudes. They probably won't be like 4 or 5-star guys, maybe not even 3-star guys, but you know, you can probably at least get some dudes. Better than walk-ons.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul
Bugs
line.
from the Galas game. I mean, it's still no. It's actually not. No, it is still using the same engine. So yeah, which is weird because yeah, I thought they built it from the ground up, and I'm sure they did for the most part. But yeah, there's probably some stuff that I think they were talking about some of the Madden animations because obviously if they got all these animations, just keep those in. So they probably copy pasted some stuff.
Example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to
Oh damn! Davis got up there.
starts to get a
That's why if you play the game, you pick 7 to 9 players, divide the hours. Yeah, that would tend to be what the guy did. Is he would find gems, or at least guys who weren't busts. There you go, big block.
No doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There you go. I just needed him to get set, get his feet set, and then just pop it up.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that
Madden
long
moved
range
along so
bug at
much in that time,
halftime.
yeah.
Palms away ever since.
They're touting a lot in this new Madden, but I'm not. It's kind of funny because I'm seeing a lot of people who are talking about it. It's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that seems kind of cool in Madden now that they have to step it up. But also wait until the
It seems that every pass
reviews drop.
Just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together. And they're just
Thank God you're not
shot
from
they
Detroit.
can every possession.
Detroit, no good that time.
Yeah, I saw something where a guy was talking about the things that he has to do, the things that he does of like not putting lock boxes visible outside of the house. He's like, when you're flipping houses in Detroit, and he's talking about like not putting the lockbox visible because then people know that you're not home, and then there's stuff that's probably able to steal. And yeah, all the like the top comments were just like, first rule of flipping houses in Detroit, don't, or investing in Detroit in general.
That bodes well going forward.
It's only 1-star drop to 5-star bust, so still plenty of good players. Yeah. Except I also have a 1-star school, so I can generally get 1, maybe 2-star players.
Pistons trailed by 19.
And I still got to work my ass off for that. And I really went hard. I really went hard mode. I started as an offensive coordinator too. I really like what is it? The play style, the custom playbooks in college football. I enjoy because I can literally just create my own playbook of plays that I would want. Run!
Simply need more of an effort on the boards. There's
The idea that you can actually do like the super sim thing of the play style being like moments, play offense, play defense,
Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
is also really neat. I like that idea because I've never been a defensive player to begin with. Like I've never been someone who likes to play defense. So, all right, there we go. So, and also as an offensive coordinator, it really doesn't make sense to be playing defense. So, it works out well in that regard.
Dishes at Discola.
Ah,
Here's Pfizer.
ah.
Good to go. Smith
Damn
with
it.
the defensive effort.
Ohio State's a 1-star school. Fuck you. I think they're actually, I don't know, they were a pretty decent school. They haven't been terrible, which is weird because like they've been historically terrible, at least in the last like 10, 15 years, but they've actually been somewhat decent, I think.
They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Pfizer.
I was trying to force the issue. There you go.
Cashes in on the second chance point.
Put some respect on Seneca Wallace's name. That shit was like 22 years ago. That shit was like 2002 that he was there.
Showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve. It just hasn't
Oh, shit. The run, Seneca Wallace's The Run is actually old enough to drink at this point. He'd been through his career, and now he's just retired and owning Wingstops around here. I forget how many he owns, but he owns like 3 different Wingstops around here.
55 seconds left in the
Okay.
And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. So Detroit ends up going with the new group.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't really matter too much. So, all right, you know what? We'll use these last 52 seconds to try to get Kwame some garbage points. Okay, or he'll just turn the ball over. That works too. There you go. All right, let's try this again, Kwame, except this time you don't lose the ball. Okay. I'm trying to force the issue, and I think that's my problem. But, I mean, we've won already, so who gives a shit?
Number 14, Tinsley covering. Here's Booth. And misses it off.
Can't even get the rebound.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-6 run.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, he'll get some points at the line at least.
And Brown drops them both.
He's getting there.
Here is Gaines.
You gonna keep trying? No reason to try this hard. You can just call it a day.
14 from 16 feet away.
Okay.
Here's Brown.
Oh, if he made that, I'd have come. If he made that. Oh, man.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Oh, shit. I'll take that, though. Good, solid win. Good, solid win. Against a top team, too. Sharif, of course. The Sharif player of the game. I need to find that Jordan logo so I can change that out when Sharif retires. It'll be the Sharif player of the game. All right. Let's see where we're at here. 91, but honestly, I kind of want to... Let me see here, because we got to get... I mean, we get through... Okay, so if we do OKC, we do Utah, Cleveland, and that would be on the next stream. And assuming Denver, we just skip past Denver, we're pretty much through the All-Star break. So we might do that. We might do OKC, and then we'll have Utah and our rematch against Cleveland on the next one. And that'll take us probably to the Knicks. So I think I can do that. I mean, they're still pretty close. They seem to have recovered from whatever issues they had. So looks like they're back practically at full strength. Let's see, 9th, 8th. Jesus, why do I feel like we're losing? Why do I feel like we're losing some of our stuff here? Yeah, so just the Oklahoma City, and then... Yeah, we could do old school Magic. All right.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got you covered here on 2K Sports. It's Friday night.
Courtney Alexander, 23.5 points per game. And Baron Davis, 14 points per game. And I think he's like the fourth option, too. Well, he's probably the third option right now because Duncan's out.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is
And they got Paul Pierce,
Clark Kellogg,
Michael Redd. Okay.
with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Pierce?
For half a second, I thought he was going to do LeBron's chalk throw, which would be hilarious. if I had the ability to give Kwame LeBron's chalk throw, I would.
It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks
Okay.
to protect home court.
Wow, right off the bat, huh?
New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans. An incredible season series, complete domination. They've won all the matchups so far.
The way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive
Yeah, I'm wondering with the TEW.
in an opponent's building.
Gets it to go.
I wonder how they're gonna rework. I wonder how that will work with like the extra days, because like everything works on like a 4-week schedule, so it's gonna work a little bit different with an actual calendar. I wonder if they're gonna have stuff for like a 5th week, or because I feel like if you're going to do what I do and move a database over, you're going to end up with a lot of stuff that won't be like at the very end of the month. It won't be like a 5th week. There won't be like 5th week events, because I'm sure everything's run on a 4-week basis. I guess we'll see what happens, but
First trip to the line in this one.
could be nice if I'm trying to do something at the end of the month and the AI doesn't book my dudes. Also, having those couple extra days open up a month might actually help out with my booking of my Joshi promotion, where not everybody's just going to be fucking gone all the time. The autoconverter tried to adjust. Yeah, I figured as much. The autoconverter would adjust, but
Great shooter, but you know
I feel like it's not going to adjust to having like,
on a nightly basis. But
you know, it's not going to have hardly anything on like the 30th or 31st of a month.
After Michael Redd's score. Abdur Rahim, Pierce covering. Abdur Rahim.
Oh, I thought I had it.
On the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
well, he had a lot of success at the free throw
Avatars have their own budget. Yeah, they get paid now, which I don't know how I feel about that.
Pelicans making a change.
I guess it won't matter too much because my avatar probably won't get paid hardly anything anyway,
Both from the stripe.
because my avatar that I use doesn't have any, because I would assume it's based off like popularity and skill and everything, and my avatar doesn't have any of that, so I imagine it'll just be like $20 a show. What I am looking forward to is the bringing back of
To Alexander.
cash trades.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Being able to basically just pay somebody for using cash trade for instead of actually giving somebody giving a promotion one of your wrestlers in trade.
Throw line in this one.
That was something that I kind of enjoyed when I was doing it with other promotions in 2016, where it was like, cool, I'll give you like X thousands of dollars and then you give me Tanahashi for a night.
It was put this guy on the line.
That free throw good from Alexander. And here is Davis. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, that's my only main concern, is I want to see what
The free throw drops.
the financial changes entail, because I feel like that's gonna be something, because I'm at a point where that kind of matters, where like most of the dollars that I make over the course of a month really kind of matter. Every ticket is necessary revenue. It's not like if I play WWE or AEW where I don't have to worry about that. Jesus. Penny just throwing it the fuck down.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Shit. I was getting greedy.
And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Worried about finances, real world stuff. Hopefully, it makes the database actually playable now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm always a little bit worried by the fact that I feel like especially now the tour system that they tend to have for some of these Japanese promotions don't really work anymore. Because Jesus Christ, I look over out of my peripheral and I see like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesus, they're literally just like 18 tweets just dropped from fucking Stardom's account all at once. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I think they probably, I think they might have made a slight mistake on that, but I just look out of my peripheral view and I just watch and I'm seeing my my timeline just go. Because Stardom dropped like 18 tweets at once. All right, let's see how Brown does against. Oh, there you go. Oh, what's his dunking at? Does he have a dunk package? I'm sure he has a dunk package. I'm sure they're probably not going to do it, but I would also appreciate if they brought back that ability to, or at least brought down the amount of money that you have to spend broadcasting to the internet. I feel like that is something that they kind of did okay, at least had a good basic idea in 2016, and then they got rid of it in 2020, and now it doesn't really reflect real life. And I hope that they change that, because I enjoyed at least the idea of being a nothing promotion, and because you put it online, there's a possibility that people, you can gain some popularity based on someone just finding it on YouTube, which is at least realistic. Rather than having to pay $2,500 a show to put it on YouTube. So yeah, I feel like he got a lot right for at least like the finances and for the finances and contracts and stuff for like low tier guys, so you can kind of survive, but. Because I know that there's a limitless amount of just actual shindies on YouTube that you can go watch that have almost no budget to it whatsoever. I've seen stuff that just pops up randomly on my feed that has like 300 views, which is most of my videos, but some random indie promotion that had like 110 people show up to their show, and they were still able to put the show on YouTube, even though if it's like basically a single cam. Because, well, I mean, it's something.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to like redo all my finance stuff that I'm used to from 2020 to TW9, which means I did all this work figuring out like money for my Joshi promotion, running like Cork and Hall, and I'm not and it won't matter because it'll be completely different come 2 weeks from now. I did get in a I don't know if it was a rabbit hole, but I did notice something because I was like looking at guys potentially for my men's promotion, and a couple names stuck out at me, and I'm surprised to find out that in real life no one's really booked them together. It's like a tag team. I'm surprised no one's really booked together in like several years, and they're both like kind of actual non contracted indie guys. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, these are guys that probably probably don't seem to hate each other in real life.
We've got a moment now to see how
I
the
could
Magic
probably
are
put them
doing
back
in the
together
NBA rankings right
and
now.
put them in my
First in
game.
shooting percentage. First in
Sign them both and have another run.
number 2 in assists.
London and Kendrick, no.
To share the basketball.
No, because I know London and Kendrick don't. Well, at least London doesn't like Kendrick.
Such a good job of finding
It's a slightly more obscure team. If you were a Ring of Honor fan,
and when they do that, they're on
I'll
their
put that out there. A tag team that was very popular 12 years ago, even 10 years ago, and surprisingly hasn't teamed up in like 7 years in real life.
Miller outside.
Yes.
Here's Bender.
I was looking at it and I was like, shit, they got both of these guys available, and in real life, for whatever reason, people just haven't really ever actually booked ANX for like anything.
Magic trail by 3.
I was like, I wonder why. I should book ANX. They don't seem to like hate each other. Anytime Rhett Titus ever talks about Kenny King, especially during the time of him leaving, like he seemed like he was okay with it. Like obviously he probably wasn't like the most happy about how that kind of derailed his career, but he still seems cool with him.
On the wing, Stevenson.
And of course, Kenny's not in TNA, and
No good by
Titus doesn't seem to be in Ring of Honor. I mean, he did like a job like what, a week and a half ago. He lost to like Daniel Garcia in like a minute on Dynamite, but that's pretty much the last time he's been in an AEW Ring of Honor thing.
Easy whistle for the official.
But like I looked and I was like, there doesn't seem to be heat. Like even in some of the times that like Rhett has talked about it, there doesn't seem to be like heat between them, you know.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You see their early fouls. They're having an impact so far.
So I'm sure there are two guys who in real life probably wouldn't be opposed to getting bookings if it meant, teaming up together.
back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of.
Ooh.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And so the first
So yeah,
quarter
it was I came to that because Private Party were also
after this short break.
under the list of like dudes that I could potentially sign, but for whatever reason they've gotten like uber popular in AEW. So they're each like $2,000 a pop, and I cannot afford $2,000 a pop for a tag team. At least not on a regularly consistent basis. I can go $900 to maybe $1,000 a pop for King and Titus, and that's still not probably gonna be all the time. But
No team gaining an edge.
I could at least afford that a couple times a month.
Seen from Orlando. What do you guys see?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job.
Playing PWS is so refreshing. Yeah. I haven't. I don't think. Like I said, I don't think I've really played it in a little while. It's just one of those weird things where like it looks good, and there's a lot that I like. I would appreciate, and I think just because of the weird, programming that Adam does for TEW when it comes to certain areas, I feel like it would be really cool if you'd be able to make your own area, like you can in there, like literally like specific states.
I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open look.
Entrance music, longer angle descriptions. Yeah, that new basically just taking out pre-made angles is going to be very helpful. I really like that. And that'll probably help because then I can at least type in a basic description of what the angle is rather than trying to shorthand everything. So that'll be nice. Taking the angle system from I haven't played enough to really know how the angle system works there, so I'll be interested in seeing that. You know what I also wish they kind of stole from PWS besides that and the creating your own like specific sub areas for countries is pictures on venues. Like I think it should be okay. I think it's probably okay. Like if I told you Cork and Hall, you could already like visualize it. But I love the idea of being able to like put a picture to, you know, a venue. Either like an indoor action shot or an outdoor shot. I think it'd be really nice.
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
At least something where you can kind of get an idea as to what the venue looks like. So like when I'm looking at, you know, some of these Japanese places, I kind of remember them because I've seen them like, you know, in some other shows. You know, when they're places that I don't 100% remember exactly what they look like. It'd be nice.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket.
Because it's like, okay, I've seen Shinkiba enough to know what it looks like, so I can visualize that. I can visualize, you know, Itabashi or Cork and Hall. And if I go to like Osaka, I can visualize 176 box or KBS Hall. But then there's, you know, some of the more obscure ones that might need refreshing sometimes.
Such a reliable finisher.
And Jefferson, here we go.
Or just the idea of, you know, when you're running a show at a you know, like a stadium or something.
For Oklahoma
Get an idea of what that would look like or have looked like.
that free throw missing.
Oh yeah, I feel like some people talked about it, but like the multi-day event thing is also pretty good. I like the multi-day event thing now, where it can like count as you can have 2 different days and have it count as one.
He's on.
I think that'll simplify some things,
The Magic trail by 3.
and I don't think it'll matter too much to me anymore because I'm kind of skipping around that, but.
Here we go now.
The TV tapings, and not spending as much money. I really wish he had a thing where you could pay somebody less if they were in an angle rather than like a match. So like if you had somebody who you could pay for, because like I feel like paying like some sort of talent to do a pre-tape should be on a different tier than having said talent show up, you know, and actually run a match. Because, like, if I want to do a Matt Cardona promo, I feel like I shouldn't have to pay full Matt Cardona money because I did some sort of pre-tape with him, rather than him actually putting on the tights and being in a match.
And the beauty of that, Kevin, is his teammates know that. So they're going to work hard to get open, knowing that if they do, he'll find them.
I'm interested to see how the angle system works, though, because, you know, like I said, not just the more open version, but the fact that it's supposed to like sort of flow from like one thing into another, and then you can pick the different type of thing that it is, like pre-tape or, you know, whatever.
And let's check
Should be
out the
interesting.
shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The dish to Korver.
Okay.
That's in.
Okay.
With the assist. And the Magic lead by 4.
Stick with 2020 for a while. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
I think there's enough. I think they've told me enough already that I'm definitely switching over.
On the same page and executing well together.
And as much as I am into my save, I mean, the fact that they at least allow you to turn it into a database now and then just convert it over should be helpful. Because then I can just take everything that I've worked on thus far, and then it's a database, and then I don't have to really worry about much.
Now guarded by Hardaway.
I think there's a few people that when I was putting in, I know that there was a few people that when I was putting in wrestlers, I got doubles of. So I think I could utilize that to take away some of the doubles.
Picking apart the defense, and now you take their
Um,
you can really take control of this game. That's 2
Probably add some promotions.
They better not make it 3 straight.
I don't know if I'm going to take away promotions because, like, once again, I mean, they were there in 2020, even though Chikara hasn't existed. I mean, Chikara existed in 2020,
Took advantage
technically.
of shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Corver dishes to Davis.
Oh yeah, that loyalty thing is also going to be huge. Because like the soft loyalty, I think is also something that people didn't really discuss. Oh shit. But yeah, the idea that hey, you're loyal to your promotion, but if something that's, you know, really, really good comes up, like if you're a Stardom wrestler loyal to Stardom and then a WWE contract comes up, you'll take it. I do like that they're basically willing to kind of be a little flexible with that.
So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Corver off the pick from Scola.
There you go. Nice open 3.
And it's Orlando with the 3.
What's next for Idol Pro and Vertigo? I'm excited because I've got stuff I've been working on. I got big shows, a couple new signings I want to do. Seattle exists in this series, or are they just forever OKC? Seattle does exist in this series. How did I change this? I changed quite a few things in this. Let's see. The Nets moved. I moved the Nets from New Jersey to New Orleans. There is no Pelicans. The Pelicans are the team that I sacrificed in favor of the Thunder. So yeah, there's a Seattle and the Thunder exist. Yeah, just no Pelicans. And then Charlotte stayed with the Hornets. I moved the Nets to New Orleans. I moved the Clippers to San Diego. And I moved the Kings to Kansas City. And I think that's the majority of what I changed. I think that's mostly what I've changed as far as the league is concerned. Yeah, because I think I had the Pelicans for a short period of time because you still needed like the 30 teams, which were the Bobcats. And then I changed them, I think, from the Bobcats to the Pelicans. And then before they really started becoming at least a halfway decent team, I moved them. I decided to move the Nets out of Jersey, and I thought Brooklyn, but I don't really want 2 New York teams, especially if I wasn't going to have 2 LA teams. And it would seem really, really dumb to move the Knicks out of New York because it's the Knicks. So I was like, well, I don't think there's as much loyalty to the Nets with Brooklyn, so we can just move them.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either
New Orleans Nets, Kansas City. I mean, I think the Kings... Did the Kings used to be Kansas? I think the Kings used to be Kansas City. Or at least they were at one point, I think. So, yeah, I ended up changing that. Yeah, Kansas City Kings, New Orleans Nets, and San Diego Clippers. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure the Kansas City Kings were a thing, and that's why I mostly changed it. Because I was like, well, we don't need so many California teams, especially if we can do another mid. Because there's obviously kind of a drought of Midwest teams besides. I mean, I guess you got Chicago and Minnesota and Milwaukee, and also OKC. But I was like, Kansas City probably deserves it.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft.
Oh, just colliding into dudes.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
The Magic have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And
There we go. Love having my heels win by cheating. I've always been, that's always been like my, it's always been like a pet peeve of mine. I think that's why you'll see cheating for sure when I book, but I'm also a big fan of like the heels just sometimes being the better person, unless you really want to build up a baby face. That's just my personal feeling of it.
Right to the first half recap. Orlando on top against New Orleans. Two top-tier teams matched up in this one, giving the fans just what they hoped for. Penny Hardaway's putting on a clinic in this one against the Pelicans. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. And this dedicated
Another Hardaway.
Weathering the storm.
Is there?
Hands is the way you describe their play. Getting a good amount of steals. They're playing up defensively and picking them off.
I don't know if Tim Hardaway is still in this. I feel like he's probably
He's got 6 points and he's been able to provide
gone.
some assists as well. And now, let's check out the other game still going on.
Well, let's see what happened.
Out at Energy Solutions Arena, the Jazz with the lead.
Should take this with the opportunity to get some to drink.
And another one also in progress. Out at New Orleans Arena, it's the Pelicans trailing to Seattle. About midway through the third out there. And a look here at the other NBA action. Dallas on top.
Speaking of.
at American Airlines Arena. On top by 5 in the third quarter. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second.
Yeah, it was a much more competitive game than the last one. So you know what? Maybe this Oklahoma City game was a good idea. Of course, the Jazz would have been a good one as well. All right, just leave Penny out there. 13 points, 5 for 6, including 3 for 3 from 3.
Offensive efficiency. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for
This is kind of apropos of nothing, but it doesn't really mean too much. But I had Jimmy John's today for lunch, and I saw that they had a Mediterranean wrap. And so I decided to have the Mediterranean wrap because I was like, you know what? I kind of like I like Mediterranean food. There's a couple Mediterranean places around here that are really good. They do really good food. And so I tried it, and it's like, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be better than an actual local Mediterranean place that specializes in actually doing that. But it's one of those things that it's like, okay, I've eaten this, but I will not eat this again. I'm not going to eat this wrap again. It's like a chicken, but it's like really god-awful shredded chicken. And like it kind of sort of has like various Mediterranean-esque vegetables on it. It was all right, but like I probably won't eat it again. And if I'm going to eat Mediterranean wraps, I'm going to do it at the local Mediterranean place that does really, really good wraps. And will give me hero meat, or at least proper chicken, and grill the wrap. Put the wrap in the grill press. Next CW, yeah, you don't lose your match or title defense history when losing, and the penalty for running match multiple times has been reduced. Oh, you mean like the 3 times in 6 months? Where if you run it match more than 3 times in 6 months. Yeah, I do think you can turn that off. Pretty sure you can, because there's a few things that I do turn off in 2020 that I don't know if I don't know if there's enough of a purist community around TEW where, because the fact that I never really ever use Fog of War. Oh, I was about to let out some 4-letter words. I did not think that was going to go in. I think it's stupid you get a penalty for oversaturating an area, which is unrealistic, especially if you're on a territory. Do they do that? I haven't seen that, but then again, I mean, I guess it depends on how many shows you run in a certain month. Because, like, I've been doing my Grand Prix thing, and, I'll run, like, you know, 7-8 shows a month, and it's all been in the Tokyo area, and I don't remember getting a penalty for it. Son of a bit. Do it again. Do it again. What the f... Ooh. You are a cheater-ass game. You are a fucking cheater-ass game. Do it again. Fuck you. What the fuck? You know what? I'm determined at this point. Fuck that. I'm determined.
And you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically.
4 shows a month, they probably won't hurt me, but if I say 10 or 12, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering about that because I haven't run into that, and I've done a stretch now where I've ran like 8 shows a month, and I haven't seen it. So, I don't know.
They work to get good shots every time down the floor, and they become a very efficient offensive.
And I've done that for like, you know, well, I guess I don't run more than, well, now I'm probably going to run 4 to 5 shows a month. So it's definitely going to be different. Dude, I got some ideas for throwaway shows because I do like my little throwaway shows. I only did a couple before I started doing the Grand Prix, but now in the times where I don't do it and I do these like little 90-minute pop-up shows, instead of calling them pop-up shows, I'll have themes for it. And I'm kind of excited because I got at least some ideas for that. One of my favorite ideas that I have for that right now is what I would call like Lucky Lotto, where basically it's just a big lottery. It's do it. You do it this time. What the fuck? What? Why? Why? Suck my dick.
Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
The fuck is your problem, 2K? What is your fucking problem?
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been
Oh,
in terms of the effort that both
dude. I don't know what his consistency. Can I look at his dude, can I look at his where is he at? Where Sharif, there we go. 1 for 6. Can I look at I can't see his consistency from here. He's got A+ outside scoring. There's his ratings. Does it show his yeah, it doesn't show me his consistency, but I'm pretty sure I've worked out his consistency well enough. But you're pissing me off, 2K. Trying to create some fundraiser shows for my IWCCW save, small venue like an American Legion or VFW post. Yeah, that's kind of what my pop-up shows are turning into, where I go, hey, I can actually start to turn a profit now, because even if I run like, you know, like fairly normal price tickets, then I should be able to kind of maximize some profits as long as I'm not using too many expensive people. And once again, this is a big reason why for just about every venue I run in TEW, I have a talent budget. Now, I will frequently go over said talent budget. It's pretty much just a guideline to let me know if I'm going to lose money on this show in all technicality. But it's been nice to also know that technically I will, you know, depending on, you know, who I run, I could start actually turning a profit. Fuck you, 2K. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sure. Funny seeing all the reactions to Pat McAfee DLC. I mean, I know a lot of people weren't too big of fans of it to begin with. Like, I know people they don't care about Pat McAfee. I think it's all the Pat McAfee dudes that go with it. Because, like, people probably don't mind playing as Pat McAfee, but they don't give a flying fuck about Boston Connor.
Like they have inside.
And then I don't know most of the other names. I don't know why I barely remember him. And A.J. Hawk. A.J. Hawk's also in that, too, isn't he? At least A.J. Hawk's, like, in good shape, too. Like, at least he can kind of have the wrestler look.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them
Never
to
seen the podcast. I've seen, like, highlights. I don't watch it religiously, but, you know.
He's killing them with his
Apparently Pac-Man Jones is on. Is Pac-Man Jones on it?
giving those shots now.
Is Pac-Man Jones actually on it? That's kind of funny. If he actually, I have to find out if that's real. I don't remember hearing that.
really the area where they like all of their shots.
That's hilarious. I was gonna say, yeah, TNA World Tag Team Champion Pac-Man Jones.
To stop the run, count the bucket.
All right, 2K. All right, 2K. All right, 2K.
Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Buckner.
It wouldn't shock me if they did like a new moves pack, just so they can add like a bunch of Puro, a bunch of like Japan and AEW moves. Because isn't that mostly what they did with some of the DLCs in like previous years? Is they added like new moves and stuff, but mostly like a lot of the new moves that they added were just, you know, indie stuff.
Way to the line for one more.
You know, with the extra weight he has over his man there, I mean, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference.
And a chance for just a second to check.
Yeah, I'm okay with the idea of new moves. If it's just like, well, you know what? All of a sudden,
Got a good thing.
you know, AJ Hawk can do a Destino. It makes no sense, but sure,
Forcing turnovers and then
it's in there.
those miscues into points at the other end.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
I thought that'd be cool. Yeah, airplane. Do they not have airplane spin or body scissors? Like they used to have that stuff in general. Like airplane spin was in a lot of. It was in like all the old school games. Like at least like the PS2 and even PS3 era games had airplane spin.
No good. They had a chance
Body scissors, I think, would be in there too sometimes.
to drop in the second half. Up to
Yeah, it'd be cool if they did a lot of like Joshi moves that nobody does really, like the Victory Star drop.
got him on the way up that time, so he'll
It's basically just a code red off the, like some sort of weird reverse code red off of the second turnbuckle that damn near crunches someone's
For them this season, shooting about
someone's neck.
70%.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Scola hits them both.
Use a spreadsheet. Oh, sorry. I was looking way back because I remember seeing that you had posted something, a spreadsheet for you use all your saves, know your champ are. Yeah, I made that, and then I also, because, you know, spreadsheets kind of allow you to put in images. I put, like, images of the actual logos and stuff. It doesn't mean much at all, but, you know, it's just kind of nice to look at.
For 3, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off.
Hikari Noah's Cobra Twist in the mod is the abdominal stretch renamed, set as an impact move.
And we're
Interesting.
just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen any of like the new mods. I don't really know exactly how I know the WWE 2K community is kind of odd about mods cuz there's a lot of like trainers and other stuff that are paid. And so it's weird kind of coming to the WWE 2K mod community from the NBA 2K mod community where they pretty much, like, you go on the NLSC forum for NBA 2K, and they pretty much heavily discourage you and will probably ban you if you decide to, do paid mods.
City right now.
they're pretty very, very, very against paid mods. And then in WWE 2K, you know, you get dudes who I remember there was a dude who made a trainer for like 2K18 or something, and it had like its own DRM where you had to like contact the dude with and it had like always online DRM where you had to put in like a serial code and everything after paying the $12, and it's like, fuck. Champ Andy. Oh, 27 months. Thank you, Andy. Stream on a random Tuesday, not tell me. I mean, yeah, I know. It's shocking that I've actually decided to stream on a Tuesday. Usually I end up doing something else. But I figured it'd be a good idea to do Shoe Pro Mobile Ring Plus with Koki on the front. Oh, no. Are they doing a Koki photo shoot? Uh-oh. Am I about to buy another Ring Plus and import another Ring Plus? Your team, very much a team effort, as Dana White say. That's fucking illegal. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that like just is put up with for whatever reason in the WWE 2K mod community, and I fucking hate it. And it's one of the reasons why I've never really gotten too much into the modding, because people just kind of put up with it and allow it, and it's just like, man, I fucking hate that. I have no problem, and I've done as such where I've donated to modders, like the guy who made UBR. I'm pretty sure I've donated at least a couple times to him before he shut everything down. I think even the first time he shut everything down. I certainly don't mind the whole PayPal donation system, and I've utilized it as such. But yeah, the whole like putting in all that horse shit for your trainers, I'm really not a fan of. Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not going to give some random dude who I don't even know just the ability, because God forbid whatever you're putting in my computer from this.
How about that play? Great body control, still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. I'm like, I don't know what type of like fucking key gen you're gonna, or not key gen, but a key logger you're gonna put in my computer if I decide to download your software and then give you money and then wait up to 48 hours for you to get back to me on a key so that I can activate your trainer. No, thank you.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
To be fair, it's been a few years, so I don't know exactly what what that modding community looks like, but yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I've always really enjoyed the NBA 2K modding community, as well as like the Fire Pro modding community.
Giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Scola dishes to Miller. Davis defended by Alexander, and Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, but he was
Yeah.
close, Kevin, to making the defense pay.
Can we make a shot, please?
Really good look.
Pretty please make a shot.
He tried to step
Oh,
in,
shit.
cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay.
Yeah, I saw when they were talking, when they had the whole thing. You know, something I found out in the last couple weeks, when they had the whole Adobe thing go down with the FTC. Is it the FTC that's looking into them for their deceptive practices? But it's like specifically for the the contract termination fee not being more visible. And so, yeah, people were being like, yeah, fuck Adobe. It's like, yeah, no, most people have been saying that for a while. But they were bringing up like open source alternatives or free alternatives. And it's always interesting because, you know, a lot of the things are being touted around. And it was during that when I was reading something when they were putting out these like free and open source alternatives to like Adobe products or Microsoft products, and someone had put LibreOffice in there instead of Microsoft Office. And I found out that LibreOffice is not a well-liked piece of software, which is very interesting because I have never had a problem with LibreOffice. I've been using it for like probably 3-4 years now. I had OpenOffice. I usually had like a combination of OpenOffice and some old pirated version, like 2013 edition of Microsoft Office. And I've been using LibreOffice for the last several years, and I've really liked it. It's had its like little bits and bobs that, you know, end up kind of being a little bit wonky, but for the most part, you know, it's always been nice. And I didn't realize that people really didn't like it. Maybe it's because I don't use it quite the way that everybody else does. But I haven't really had too much of an issue with it. Once you get used to the fact that it's slightly different formula language than what Microsoft Office uses, once you kind of get used to their formula language, it works out pretty well. But yeah, that's what surprised me. LibreOffice just ran slow as shit. I'm trying to think. Have I had issues with that? Yeah, it usually, you know what? It is one of those things, especially when I try to save. Because, like, I have points now where it definitely has, like, it doesn't really run slow when I'm, like, just using it. But when I need to save anything, that's when it really has a lot of hitching in it. And I've had a lot of moments that I would save my spreadsheet, and it would take sometimes 20-30 seconds because it was just processing something. So, I mean, I guess I've noticed that, but I don't know. Like I said, I can't complain too much. It is free and open sourced, and once again, they have a donation button on their website, and I have utilized said donation button, so, you know. Come on. Oh, shit. There you go. Ah, it's because he was moving. I didn't have him plant his feet. I bet he would have made it if I had him plant his feet. Constant ended up being just Chrome and what was cannibalizing my CPU for whatever reason. Yeah, any Chromium browsers really just can't. It's not so much the CPU, but like the memory, it just cannibalizes the shit out of. Because I think I don't think Firefox does it as bad, but because I have one browser open right now, one Vivaldi browser open, and it's Chromium based. And it's only one tab, but I would guarantee it probably takes up probably too much memory. I go on Twitter, here's this beautiful girl, Japanese girl, looks at profile, AV, maybe Baked has a point. Is it stuff you're getting recommended? Like, are you now gooning so much to Japanese women that you're, like, getting AV actresses in your recommended? Which is funny because, like, I get stuff like that sometimes, too. Well, I don't get JAV actresses, but I'm starting to get additional recommendations that are Japanese, like, memes and jokes. Like, things that are, like, going semi-viral in Japan. Like, I saw this morning, it was kind of funny, because I guess they have some sort of firework festival that's going on maybe in Tokyo at, like, a park. And the park... you know, people, I guess, have been there. You know, I don't know when it's happening exactly, but people are setting up their towels, like, on the lawn to, like, reserve their spot already in, like, the morning. And there was just this fun joke about the TV crews managed to catch this woman who not only had saved a spot, but she had decided to keep she had decided to keep her spot by physically being there, and then covered herself in like a bunker of umbrellas, and it was just kind of funny because you see some screenshots of like them coming up to this weird umbrella bunker that she's created, and then like they try to get her attention to talk about it, and she literally just pops her head out of the top umbrella, just opens up the top umbrella to talk to them. Where she went to pro wrestling, legendary women's wrestler Misty Blue starred in adult films. So yeah, that's what I tend to be getting. I don't know what that says about what I search, because like maybe it's because I'm not straight up searching for like JAV stuff, so I get a lot of like Joshi related stuff. I'm getting less and less, and it probably helps that I've started trying to filter out the Western Joshi stuff, because if I see somebody who seems to be a semi-prominent Western Twitter Joshi account, I will promptly put them in the do not recommend this to me list. So that probably is also why they're like, all right, well, you don't want this. Maybe if we give you this. Nice. Oh, yeah, I don't really have to go balls to the wall. I've already won. Let's take a quick timeout. I know it's only 17 seconds, but let's put Kwame in. We'll put Bender in too. Because I'm a jerk ass. That's why I'm calling timeout, even though the game's pretty much over, because I want to give Kwame some garbage points. And all I'm giving him is garbage turnovers.
Pass to Rice. Fires the three. And good on the basket. Book it. Outside Hardaway.
Oh, that would have been nice.
So it's Orlando winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark.
Instagram's a different story. You just get horror movie gore.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA.
I will admit, I think I'm starting to. I don't think it's JAV, but I'm definitely getting
We'll see you next time.
Instagram horny posting of Japanese women in my recommended. My favorite account is this beautiful Japanese girl that makes like fat ass food shit. Like shit you and I think of. Wakana? I know. I know. All right. Good. Yeah, everyone kind of spread that around. Burger used a tablespoon of burger to toast the buns. KG James. We're already at that point where LeBron James is LeBron James has already taken a few of these. He was already the most recent one with Kevin Garnett. They already did that a few weeks ago. Or a couple months ago, but damn. Latrell Sprewell's still getting around. Shaq is still doing it a couple times. Why the fuck are we never getting an Orlando guy? I'm noticing we never getting it. I guess the whole team, I guess the whole success as a team means we're not going to have someone who's going to completely stand out. Yeah, Sprewell's still doing something over there. Shaq's still doing good. He's got a few of them. Gilbert Arenas. Didn't Gilbert Arenas just say something really stupid? I mean, he's been saying a lot of stupid stuff, but I thought can't remember if it was a WNBA thing or not. I think Gilbert Arenas was in the hot seat for Dirk. When doesn't he? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, LeBron already killing it in Milwaukee. All right. All right, so we moved to that. Man, Jordan was day by day. Is he okay? Recovering. Is he in the lineup now? I feel like -1, he might be in the lineup at this point, right? Not total sim control rotation. Yeah, he's getting reduced minutes as a sixth man, but he is gonna get some minutes. It looks like in the Jazz game. All right. So we got that to look forward to. We got the Utah game. We got the Cleveland game. It was kind of close with OKC for a little bit. It wasn't really close with Detroit. We'd gotten ourselves together there, but yeah, OKC got kind of close, but we started pulling away in the fourth quarter. We got Utah and Cleveland to keep on going there, and of course we'll get past Memphis and New Orleans, Boston, Dallas, probably Denver, just so we can get past the All-Star break. I wonder. It should be at a point where we can look at the All-Star votes. Bryant, Kidd, Sprewell, Pierce, Arenas, Ginobili, Stackhouse, Parker, Miller, Van Exel still. And then in front court, Shaq, Garnett, Pau Gasol, Antoine. Pau's the rookie this year, right? No, third year. Pau, Antoine Walker, Alonzo Mourning still up there. Yao Ming, Medvedenko, Kemp still. I think Kemp in real life in 2004 was already out of the NBA long after that point, I think, right? Pretty sure. Carmelo, Rashard Lewis. Let's see. What do we got for the East? Carter, Dirk, Grant Hill, LeBron, Odom, Duncan's there. A little ways down with Sharif, Samaki, Amari Stoudemire, Elton Brand, and then Iverson, Damon Jones, Penny. All right, Penny. I think is gonna get a nod. We'll see if Duncan and Sharif get it, but yeah, McGrady, Nash, Jason Williams, Steve Francis, Hamilton, Voshon Leonard, Joe Johnson. Kemp's last year was 03. I was thinking that. I was like, I'm pretty sure he was out by 04. All right. Saved it. Done. Did we do our developmental draft? We have not done that. So you know what? We'll do that next time because it's already, I mean, we've already done quite a bit. We'll have to knock that out. Hell, we can make that. We can probably do, 2 of them next time? Because we can do the one for January and then the one for February. So we can maybe sandwich our games between developmental drills. We can just knock both those out. Well, I thought he was different. He has a different first name than Penny here. Yeah, I mean, technically, people call him Penny, but like his real name is Anthony Hardaway. So yeah, he's technically Anthony Hardaway. It's just people call him Penny. It's easy to remember Penny. But yeah. I think that's pretty good. God, Sharif is still 27. It's crazy. Hardaway's probably on his way down, but I think I'll probably... Yeah, because Magic Johnson's another one. Because isn't he? He's Irvin Johnson, I think, right? Which is weird because I think there's another Irvin Johnson in the NBA. I think spelled slightly different. That probably is why they usually call him Magic Johnson. I don't know if there's much anybody else who has that, but yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. We're still without Duncan for 1 to 2 weeks, so hopefully by the time the All-Star break's done, he'll be done with his break, and we'll be back to full power and running with that with the guys that we got, and yeah, so hopefully keeping it on up. Timu, almost time for TW9. I know. I'm waiting. I'm excited. But yeah, I've got TW 2020 I got to do again. I'll resave it just to be safe. But yeah, I got TW 2020 to do again. I'm falling even farther behind now because I'm still in March 2023. But yeah, I'll have that to do. I've got pretty much everything filled out, and I have, I think, for the last week or so. So I'm pretty much ready to go. Will that be the last 2020 stream? I'm not sure. We'll see. Because I think by the time I guess it depends on how the databases transfer over. So we might just have one more 2020 stream in us before we go to TW9. Plus, I kind of want to get into all the new stuff that 9's supposed to have. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you being here. Sorry, I kind of jumped in at the tail end of this team, but appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, appreciate you watching as well, and I will see you guys next time.